Here we go with part who knows what per Aspera, picking up from same as before, trying to finish off what we need to get Mars fully colonizable. I mean, we're colonizing it already, but we're not completely there as of yet. Um, Still working on trying to get this area up here. This seems to be very much of a problem area for us because it just seems like a lot of things for us aren't quite working the way they should be. We're trying our best on that, but just not coming out the way I wish that it was. But we are getting some improvements on that. We're got the couple of, at least we got the one iron mine up, which has gotten our carbon mine up and running, which is allowing us to get the things like the polymers done so that we have our maintenance drones, excuse me, and then worker drones and whatnot, which is getting to bring these items out to these farther areas here so that we can get these up and running here. Right now, our biggest problem still is the fact that we're having to wait on our maintenance facilities because even if we get these areas taken care of, until we have our maintenance facilities up and running entirely, we're going to be risking losing them for just damage overall. Now we are continuing to improve our atmosphere overall. We're dropped down below the 30% over 2, up to 33% of the magnosphere, which is making our, I believe that it is making our lives a little bit more bearable, but it's not 100% at the same time. We do have at least one food factory up here that's just helping us. We're still showing pretty low on the production, which I would love to get up higher, but at least we're doing okay on that. We're not, it's not like we're in the negatives. We're holding on to what we need to. But if we can get this up higher, then we can at least see more population coming in, which is, I think right now, one of our biggest issues is the fact that we are having such a struggle with our food. If we can come down here, get our Hyperloop taken care of, as well as having all this chemical here, along with a couple of food factories, we'll do okay. And on the same time, if we, I think, focus on our plants and whatnot, that might allow us to have, I guess, an income of food directly. That's my guess. This is all new materials for me. I have never gotten this far in the game, so I can't say for 100% on that. Now this research is underwater, so yeah, I can't grab that. That's in a flood zone, so I can't exactly grab that either. I do wonder if we'll be actually able to get up here. I mean, I figured a lot more of this be underwater. I don't know if that's because we're such a low temperature that it hasn't unfrozen more on that. I mean, we're holding at -3 degrees Celsius, so it's fairly cold. But at the same time, it's not like it was the, -50 we originally started on this game with. I'm sure a lot of it's temperature that's going out of the atmosphere because it's not being withheld in by a thick enough atmosphere, but we're working on it. We're trying to improve on that. We have a stockpile going in up here. We have a bunch more of the chemicals up here as well. I think that was part of my issue is the fact that we didn't have many food factories near chemical supplies. Is that why we're having such a issue on that? Like up here we have over 248 compared to the 210 that we're saying we need. We're also really jumping up on demand all of a sudden, probably because we just got more colonists. This one here's primarily waiting on water. Can I do? Should be able to do. So irregular terrain. Okay, so I can do that right there. That's gonna help give us more water coming in to hopefully get this food factory down here running a bit better. Might even be able to do another one. Nope. Unless we put it right in the middle. Ooh, we could even do one all the way up here, but that's on irregular terrain. Do one right there. The reason I'm doing that is so that we have this extra water coming in. Because as we lose more of the water extractors, we're going to lose what all we can do in that regard. So having actual water sources for us is going to give us that bonus that we need. That's going to be a bit of a chain running up to that, but it'll give us at least a couple of water sources up in this area here. Higher colonists. I think we'll go ahead and do the bioengineered plants. Not entirely sure what that's going to give us. What does it say? What did it say on that? Generally introduce generally altered plants that can convert CO2 into O2. Yeah. Then that just says animals. I don't entirely sure what all that will do. To be honest, I don't entirely sure what's the end game on this. You know, eventually I would think that you'd need plants to create like farms and whatnot, as well as animals to produce various meat and dairy products as well. So hopefully that's kind of the idea behind it, question mark. I'm not entirely sure, I can only guess. But at least that seems to be the concept that they're going with. Maybe there's a chemical plant that's gone in there, so we are getting some work done on that. Another one there. I think primarily what they're waiting on is the steel. Just having to wait on the carbon, which we are getting worked on. Go ahead and do a priority on that. That's gonna be the biggest issue is until we get all the steel we need. That's gonna be just having to go constantly. I need the seals for like the chemical plants and the maintenance facilities and whatnot. Let me grab. I think we'll be able to grab that one there too. That'll be inside of power and maintenance. That's what we want. We want to have as much of this done as possible. And if we can grab the Hyperloop here, then we can connect down here, and then all of our issues right there will be taken care of. It's only producing 10 a month, even though I pumped out a ton more food factories. Now, I do know part of it is, as I believe, our resources here. Oh no, those are chemicals. Ugh. Nitrogen import's almost on that one. Got another one there done.
Once I start building these biodomes, we can spread plant life across Mars.
Fortunately, I've got to make sure that we don't burn Mars' atmosphere. Oh, yay, look, we have another nitrogen. I think that's another thing that happened, is I think a lot more of those got balanced out. Because we did not find many of the nitrogen plants as we are seeing them now. Especially in areas that had been already explored. So I think that's given us a large bonus on that. How is this area? Looking pretty good over on this side. Overall. Got all of this connected up, which is good. Almost got the Hyperloop terminal, which will be able to bridge this area right here. That one not... The reason why that one working is because it's not in a power grid. That is the case. Overall, not doing too bad. Again, it's just This one area right in here is giving us the issues. But these are slowly being worked on as things are progressing. Like, see, now we finally have the maintenance area right here. We finally have that maintenance facility. Now all the issues that we were having over here will be cleared up because guess what? Now we have something repairing everything. And once we have the fusion plant here, I believe that will give us the power we need for that chemical plant. So, yay, we're getting progress. Not 100% wonderful progress, but progress on the last chemical plants out. So we'll jump that. Alright, get all this up here too. Okay, getting this down here, getting this connected, that's going to be my biggest issue. Or at least biggest want, I should say. The sooner we do that, the happier I will be. The nice part is we do have at least one fission plant going. So we do have a ton of power now, so I don't have to worry so much about the loss of power thanks to the solar farms. Ooh, all of a sudden we jumped. We're up to 17 a month. Nice. A little bit better production at least. Which is good because we're getting more colonists in. Always with more colonists. Overall, we are still producing a fair amount of nitrogen. Balance out the oxygen. We are down to the 27%. 40% on our magnosphere. Good. So overall, we're making the small improvements, which is what is nice. Yeah, we still got a few. We got a bunch of resources up in that area we can still grab. Sooner the better. Okay, so that one is not in range. Interesting. That's just outside, so we'll go ahead and throw down. There's a solar farm right there to get that power. That one chemical factory powered. We're finally starting to see some improvements. What's wrong with you? Oh, so that's the chemical plant I just finished off. And that one's just structural integrity. There's the solar farm there. Plus there's power back in the chemical factory. Yay! Yay for more chemicals! Yeah, this area is starting to work out. Starting to get some improvements again. That's up, so now we just gotta get the power on over here. Actually, no, that one's... This one's a lot closer. It's priority on that. She thinks that's right next to a silicon mine, but oh well. We can grab that later. And it's not like we're not hurting on silicon. We're fine on that. The only thing I have an issue right now is the food. I mean, we could have up to 3 times the demand we can of production, but yet no matter how many food factories I'm putting down, we're just not increasing this potential production, which makes no sense to me. Now, I can understand part of it is maybe it's just not near chemical mines or whatnot, but at the same time, it's like I have enough to take care of myself. I mean, I think that part of the reason our food is having such an issue is why we're getting so limited on our population. Because we have space for 2,100, but yet we're never seem to be crossing 6,000. I think part of that's because we just don't have enough food. But all we can do is just sit and wait. I know this area up here has a bunch in storage, but it's not being down here, being brought down. I think it's part of our problem. But again, that's just a guess on my end. How are we looking on our orbital screen? Let's see, space elevator. On the last launch for that, so as soon as this launches here, we'll start doing our defense network, and then we'll just have the one going for the shield, which is not quite half done. Continue this for a while. No cost for that there. Yeah, I think we're just kind of waiting at this point. This is very much a waiting game at this point, I think. It's because we got so much that we're waiting on that we're just doing what we can. See, like, they've got a ton of water right there. Priority on that. See if we can get that kicked up. I could just up to 17. Yeah, that's part of the issue there, too, is just not being prioritized. Water structure's out there, but that's connecting all that up. We'll leave that open. There's another food factory. Prioritize on that one. 17. I'm gonna do the one I got up here as well. Okay, up to 19 now. So we are slowly improving on that one. Ha! Okay, now we have our factory here. We'll start getting our maintenance up and running there, which will improve that. I just use power up here, which will be kicked off from here. So, okay, so this place is getting much better off. We're getting there. We are improving. Up to the 18 a month there. I think we're also going to do a second food production there as well. Space elevator. Trying to remember how we put this last one down. Equatorial strip. Let's see, that equatorial strip, whatever that is what gave us the issue last time. I think it's just... Oh, wait. There we go. There's our second space elevator. I think in this aspect, we're even going to throw down... Actually, no, that's not a bad idea. Put in a spot where it connects a couple of them. We'll put another Hyperloop down here. That way it's right next to the space elevator to help with getting the materials it'll need for our defense network. More things down. There it is. Now we can also Martian defense network for there. And then we've got this one here, which is waiting the last 6 worth of the iron it needs. In which case we'll have another launch. We'll be just shy of the halfway there on our magnosphere, which is 40%, so yay. actually go ahead and put a crater dome in there. Give this a bit of a bridge right in that spot. Actually, does that would be outside the maintenance facility. So let's put that down. It's also saying outside of power. So get that fixed. Like so. And for the fun of it, oh, not a colony. Maybe the crater dome. Make this little area improved. Waiting on the last of the aluminum, but it's on its way up. Bio-engineered plants. Yay. Might as well go and grab our last couple of the military, too. Actually didn't realize we were that short on the military. Alright then, so next we'll connect that one up there. And then connect that one up there. This return is going to help support the space elevator here, as well as this area in general. Those hyperspace loops are a dream. They help so much in connecting these things.
One more level to maximize my military technology.
Well, that one, let's have them go through the colony there. Could use the extra building space. How is our area up here coming down? Yay! Hyperloop is good here. Get that connected. I believe we're going to throw down one up on that side there. Up with that. But at least now with this here, that will any further issues we have material-wise in this sector can be supported by the rest of our space. That's dropped back down to 14% on that. Now that other did priority on that. I mean, we've upped our production a bit, and I think we've dropped our demand down 30-ish. I mean, that's still not a whole lot we can do. Oh, cool. This one's... Oh, no, that's the scanner. Wrong one. That's the one I was looking at. Alright, but at least this area here is improved. The only thing left for this area itself is going to be connecting up our power, which is going to be happening right here somehow. How's our scanner? Our scanner shows nothing there. What we can do is... water extractor. Solar farm. Maintenance. Worker hub. So that will connect us on our power grid too. Probably even come up right here somewhere. Right there. It's a bit on the far side, but by doing that, it's going to give us even more water production. Do that. just saw it right there. That'll give us plenty more water right through there. %7% on our magnosphere. Good. How are we looking? Working on the first of our needs for the defense network. Waiting on that to arrive. That iron is what's holding us up most, it seems. It's right here. We've got a ton. It's just getting it to where it needs to be. And making sure we have enough coming in to support that. But being with this area up here is improved. We can do things like grab that extra iron node right there. Close the carbon mine. And aluminum. Okay, we're just going to kick over. Trying to get all these taken care of before we get really too far into the next set. Then we can go ahead and do like so. Well, that might be out of power range. Yep. Just fine. We'll set up a solar farm. Come on. Stop being finicky. There. I think we're going to throw down a couple extra storage centers as well, because a lot of these places are full up. So I think if we do that, it's going to help us move stuff around. At least that's the idea. But at least this area up here is finally working, though. You're rubble. Let's see about getting you taken care of. That fusion plant up and running is going to be a priority, so we can get those mines there taken care of. There's going to be another one there for iron. Pull there. What's wrong with you? You're rubble. Scanner. Oh, we finally hit over halfway explored on Mars. We have 51% explored, which still doesn't seem like a whole lot. We still have a lot to go. But, I mean, you can see just how much, compared to what we started way back in the first episode, how much of a difference we've been able to make on colonizing Mars. Silicon mine's empty there. Come on, autosave. You're in the way. Come on. Go away. Thank you. So let's do that there, but we're going to throw down storage in space. Same thing with this one right here. Bunch of water up here, which would have been nice to grab. Or would be nice to grab if I could get up to it. I like to see if I can get some more iron, though. I think that's going to be a big issue on us. That's a lot of what we're needing right now is going to be that iron. That and getting a lot of these other mines that are no longer working for us out was going to give us a bit more on our building cost. Why are you so dark? Oh, plant life, maybe? It's weird that that's so dark right there. Probably for sure.
This is the final stage of military upgrades. I feel like the colonies are secure under my watch.
Well, we have a bunch of mines that are out. Like, I didn't realize how many mines we had out, actually. Like, that is a lot that we just lost. Which is good, because we need the building amounts. With that being said, what we can do up here, I'm gonna go ahead and grab all of that. Because that's what's gonna do, is create that much more iron coming in, as well as all the other goodies, obviously. Get all that area done up. There's the sweet spot. All that connected, then we'll need power for it. Try to make as many branches as I can off of this. But got so much of this irregular terrain that it makes it hard to actually get decent snap points. Which is a bit of an issue. But we'll make it work one way or another. Hub. Mine. All that taken care of. Come on. There it goes. It's so hard trying to get everything connected up via all of this irregular terrain. When it really doesn't need to be that difficult. There you go. So all that area will, once it's taken care of, should help with our iron supply, which will help produce more overall for our various projects. So we'll go and take another break at this point. We've dropped down to 28% on our O2. We're up to 53% of our magnosphere. We are officially halfway done with that. As for our defense network, we've done one launch of that out of 20. So, yay. We at least have something defense-wise. Hooray. But yeah, as soon as we only got, what, maybe 8 out of 15, that's 7 more launches, and that will be 100%. We'll be done with this stage atmosphere-wise for Mars, and I believe that might even mean we have a 6th stage for our defenses or whatnot. I have no idea. We'll have to find out soon. If you've enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. Glad to have you with us. Hope to see you next time on The Vortex.